Hi, welcome to Sabbath School Daily, where we have been studying from this lesson right here, God's Mission, My Mission. This week we've been studying from lesson number 9, which has the title Mission to the Powerful, and today is Thursday's lesson, which also has the title Mission to the Powerful. Today's lesson is about how rich and powerful people can participate in God's mission. The story that's used in the lesson is the story of Joseph of Arimathea. Now, this man is one that is not mentioned several times in the Bible. We don't really know a lot about him. Actually, he's only mentioned once in each of the Gospels, precisely in the moment where Jesus had died. And this is a man that was part of the council. He was part of the Sanhedrin. So that means that he was an extremely wealthy, influential, powerful man. And he did not agree with what was done to Jesus. He did not partake in the vote or in the decisions that led to Jesus' crucifixion. And so this man, he appears here at the very end in a moment where everyone had abandoned Christ, his disciples, his friends, and Joseph of Arimathea, he goes to Pilate and asks for Jesus' body. Now, Pontius Pilate was surprised by it. He didn't really know that Jesus had died yet. It wasn't normal for someone to die so quickly of crucifixion. And so he asked the centurion if it was true. It was. And so he grants Joseph the corpse. And Joseph, again, in a moment where even Jesus' closest friends had abandoned him, he comes, he takes the body, and together with Nicodemus, another rich, powerful, influential follower of Jesus, and they go and they prepare Jesus' body for burial. Now, these two men participate in the fulfillment of some prophecies that were made about Jesus' death in the Old Testament. So you see that they were truly included in some big things, and these were rich and powerful men that, in the right moment, surrendered their life and acted on it. Now, would it have been better if they had stood up for Christ before? Undoubtedly. But God knows all things, and some disciples take longer to be born. When Jesus is talking to Nicodemus in John chapter 3, he speaks about the new birth. Now, friends, the new birth that Jesus speaks of, it happens in different time frames with different people. Some people, it's overnight, it's instant. But some people take much longer. For some people, their new birth might take months, even years. In the case of Nicodemus, that we know spoke to Jesus in the beginning of his ministry, and it took all the way to the end when Jesus was dead for him to truly stand up for his dead master. But what matters is that God is in control, and the Lord knows the moment of each person, and he is fighting for them. Now, the question that arises for us today is, how can the rich and the powerful of our times participate in God's mission? Today's lesson answers that quite well when it says this: where to begin can be one of the most difficult phases in making friends with powerful people. In general, it's better not to pursue them. Let them come to you. Jesus did this. They became a witness to his message, healing, and power from God. They were convinced behind the scenes that he is truly the Son of God. Powerful people will seek to partner with genuine ministry for a number of reasons. They want to be a part of something good that is changing the lives of people. This is one way they know that it can also change their lives. It provides a subtle way for the rich and powerful to get the help that they need without publicly disclosing their needs. The second phase is to begin a genuine ministry as an avenue for the rich and powerful to be part of God's ministry. Take some time to invest in the lives of the rich and powerful in your society. I like that advice. If there are rich and powerful people out there that want to become included, that want to participate in ministry, let them see what you're doing. Let them see how the Lord is using you. And if the Lord convicts them to help you in what you're doing to participate, then let them seek you out. I think that it's never good to mix money and ministry, in the sense that the pursuit of money in ministry, it diminishes the efficacy and the authority of that ministry, the power of that ministry. You see, looking for money, searching for money, seeking money, it's ugly. It doesn't look good. And at that point, people will think that you're more interested in their money and what they can give you than serving the Lord, than the ministry that he's called you to. So I've always found it better to, if anyone wants to help, if anyone wants to participate, let them seek you out. Let them reach out to you behind the scenes in a way where it's not obvious, where they're not exposed, and they are still able to help. The Lord will put it in their heart. He opens the right doors. Since today is Thursday's lesson, we have a challenge and a challenge up, and I'd like to read it for you. The challenge is, add someone to your daily prayer list who is in a position of power, is not a believer, and is someone you could come in contact with from time to time. So that's a good thing to pray about. Let the Lord be in charge. Let him be ahead of that, and you can just pray. That's the best thing that you can do. The challenge up is address a letter or email to someone in a position of power, even if it is someone you may never have met, and tell that person that you are praying for him or her. That's also a very powerful thing to do. Let people know that you're praying for them. Maybe they're going through a lot and they need that prayer. You never know what telling someone that you're praying for them can do. I hope that this week's lesson has been a blessing for you. It truly has been for me. It's been a very insightful week. Please study your lesson. Don't rely on what other people do. I mean, these videos are all good and great to accompany your study of the lesson, but don't let it be your sole study of the lesson, all right? Look up the verses. Spend time with the Lord in prayer and in the Bible, and I'm sure that that will help you all the more. Please remember to comment down below with any questions or any comments. I'd love to interact with you. And also remember to like, to share, and to subscribe to our videos. We release one every day, and I hope to see you again here tomorrow for another Sabbath School Daily.